Hello everybody, good weekend. It's Saturday here. So something happened yesterday to the whole Alexa Amazon backend, and a couple people were not sure how this worked. So I'm going to explore and kind of go through everything that's changed, and we're going to set up a brand new skill. Just get everything shut down here. Okay, so I'm going to create a brand new, Alexa Flash briefing using the all-new interface, the beta backend and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this to my screen. Oh, and I'm Sean, by the way, in case you didn't know. All right. Let's just do entire screen. Just trying to get the overlay off real quick. Okay. So this is the developer.amazon.com, and what we're going to do here, let me just get rid of this to make sure. Okay, so this is most likely the one you'll end up seeing when you come for the first time. So before we jump in and set this up, we need to make sure we have our account set up at soundupnow.com. We're going to go to My Sounds, and I've already recorded the file, so I'm just going to go here and upload it, add new, title it EP1, primary feed, and this is if you want to do text instead of audio. You can only do one or the other as of now. We just want to do audio, so leave this blank, and we're going to hit choose file. This is the file. Open. And I'm going to publish this one. If I select today, it'll go up in the next 10-20 minutes, but I'm actually going to schedule this one to go up tomorrow. Save, and if you look down here, you can see it's uploading. And we should be good. Yep, new sound has been uploaded, so we can go to uploaded sounds on the left, and we see future sound posts right here. So if we upload multiple, they'll show here, and then current and past episodes will show here. All right, so now we have this. Let's go back to, on the left menu here, My Links. And this is the URL we're going to have to give Amazon here in a little bit. You can just tap this icon right here and go ahead and get that. I want to make sure there aren't any comments popping up. I can't see them, unfortunately. Okay, so now that we have copied our link, let's go to developer.amazon.com, and in the top right, we're going to click Sign In. Sign in with your Amazon account. If you don't have one, just fill it out. It's just like setting up a Facebook account. And then up here at the top, we'll hit Developer Console. And for some reason right now, I think it's because of the beta, it's making me do this twice, so we hit Sign In again. And here we're going to click on Alexa. Alexa Skills Kit. This is the only one you want to worry about. And you'll see this here, and we want to click on Switch to the new console, and this is just going to be temporary until they get everything going. Okay, so ignore all this, you won't have this, these are other feeds we have. What we need to do now is create skill. So click Create Skill, and we're going to call this the flash. Next. Okay, you'll scroll down and you'll see flash briefing right here. Go ahead and select that. Scroll back up, hit create skill in the top right. And now we're going to start. So this is the custom error message. You can see the little message it says. And so basically if you don't have anything uploaded, or there's in some kind of error with your server, your link, your audio file, it's going to tell them something instead of just blank. So what we want to do is write a informational but maybe fun message. The flash is running around but will return soon. And then you can hit play and hear how it sounds. Let's see if you can hear that if I hold this. And so that's what that will sound like. Whoops, did not mean to do that. I'm trying to see the comments, if there are any comments, guys. Let's see, I could just be talking to myself, to be honest with you. Okay. So that's what that's going to sound like. I think it sounds great. We're going to hit save. And now we need to add the feed. So remember we copied this earlier, this link. This is your feed URL link, whichever one you want to call it. So hit new feed. And so now it wants the preamble, which is, this is basically introducing you. So it will say in the news or in developer news. And we're going to say in Flash news. You can hit play to hear how it sounds. If she sounds like she's ever making a sentence run on or saying it too fast, just add a comma or a period and the punctuation will help. The feed name. So this is the actual name that Alexa is going to announce and that you'll see. So we're going to call this the Flash. And now content update frequency. So you can do an hourly, daily, or weekly flash briefing. That's entirely up to you. If you want to do hourly, fine, but we're just going to do weekly for this one. Now, if you choose weekly and you upload one in the middle of that week, that's fine. It's going to pick that up, but it won't give you any dead days. And so what I mean by this is if I choose daily, and today's Saturday, that means on Sunday, it's just going to tell the error message that, hey, the Flash is running around, he's not here. Well, as long as what I'm talking about can be listened to any day of the week, weekly would be a better option if I'm only going to update it a couple of times a week. So that if I update it today, and it's just some news that might be relevant tomorrow, it'll play the same thing tomorrow, but it won't be dead air. So I'm going to choose weekly, and you can update weekly, daily also if you want to. We take care of that on SoundUp to let Alexa know that, hey, there's something new here, don't keep pulling the old stuff. And then next we have content type. You can only do one of these at a time, but you can come back and change it if you want to. If you're doing audio and you find out this is kind of difficult, or maybe you just don't have time, you can switch to text. You will have to resubmit it to Amazon though, so make sure you have enough time to do that. And then your genre, so the Flash is, let's say, humor, and then feed. So this is the URL that we are providing over here in SoundUp. So you'll copy this link right here, and you will paste it into there. So now we need to drop the icon, and this is a 512 by 512 pixel. And I have my 512 here. And click Add. Now this is going to show up on the Alexa store, and if someone has one of the new Echo shows, you'll actually see, when the flash briefing is playing, you'll actually see this logo pop up. So that's all we're going to do here. We're going to hit Save. Okay, and so you can see here I got a message that the feed doesn't contain any items, and that's because I scheduled it for a future date. So what I need to do now is go back to SoundUp, go to my uploaded sounds, and I'm going to edit the sound. So I'll choose the one I want, and now I want to edit this. I'm going to change the date to today, and then update that. Let's go back here, and this can take a while sometimes. Let's see if it just goes through. Okay, so it updated immediately, so we're good on that. So there's a couple of other options over here on the left. You have this account linking, and this is new to the beta showing up here. Don't worry about all this stuff. This is something we'll cover in a future video. You don't need this for the flash briefing because, as you can see, it's not even compatible. So this is for custom skills, which, like I said, another video will cover the difference between flash briefings and skills. And then you have permissions, and it doesn't support it. So I'm assuming this is only here because it's beta. They really shouldn't have it here. It's just confusing. So just ignore that. So click on test right here. And this is if you want to test and see how it sounds. You don't have to worry about this. I'm going to cover this in another video because this is really good for when you're doing a text briefing. But right now we're just going to focus on audio. So let's go ahead and click on launch. And we want to make sure we have a public name and then a one-sentence description. This is about the Flash. A detailed description. The Flash runs fast and you should listen. And ignore the example phrases because these are just built in as well. So now we need a small skill icon. It's a 108 by 108. You can use any Photoshop, Canva, any of those programs to just resize your logo. And then we need a large, it's also a 512 by 512. So we upload both of these. Now we want to do a category. Earlier we chose humor. We're going to do home services. You want to keep them the same, but this is not really going to put this out there in the world. Keywords. Flash, comma, superhero. And then you just keep doing commas if you want to keep adding more apples. You can just keep doing that. Okay? Privacy policy, URL, and terms of use. You don't have to put these in, but if you have those, great. Just put them right here. Save and continue. Couple more questions. Does this skill allow users to make a purchase or spend real money? No. Does this Alexa skill collect users' personal information? No. Are we directing it to kids? No. Does it contain advertising? So if you do a text skill, you cannot have Alexa read out, brought to you by, sponsored by, any of that type of stuff here. So you'll have to tell them yes, and they may or may not approve you depending on what that is. We're not going to worry about that now. I'm not saying, SoundUp is sponsoring this, so we're just not going to worry about that. But this is something that you may actually have to talk with Amazon about during them testing it, which you can do down here. So we'll hit no, and then yes, read all the fine print here. Testing instructions. Doesn't really matter that much with flash briefing, so honestly, I just usually type, this is a flash briefing about the Flash. That's it. So save and continue. And so you have a couple of options here. You can make this public, and it's going to go to Amazon. They're going to certify it or not certify it, tell you what you need to do, come back and fix it. And then you have for business organization. So if you have one of these within your company, so instead of having a conference call to announce something, maybe you just want to have everyone listen to their flash briefing in the morning. Kind of a cool thing you could do. Not the worst idea. Maybe you have employees and at home you say, make sure you listen to your flash briefing every day because I'm going to tell you it's pajama day. Whatever that may be, you can choose either one of these here. We're going to do public. Countries, regions, your choice. We are just going to add this here. And then you can beta test. So this is where you can put it on yours and a couple of other people's Alexas, and they can test it. We're going to cover that in a separate video, but that's there if you want to do that. So save and continue. And now it's ready for submission. So we hit submit for review, and what this is going to do is send it to Amazon just as if you were building an Apple app for iPhone. They want to approve it first, which means they're going to listen to it and make sure you're not, screaming or that your audio levels are insane. Because if your audio is not somewhat normal, you don't have to do super professional editing. But if you have the microphone to your face and then you put it closer and yell, they're not going to want that on Alexa and they're going to disapprove it. So just keep in mind you want to keep the microphone distance and the audio levels somewhat consistent when doing this. So this here is now going to go into certification mode basically. And every time you make an update anywhere in here, you have to resubmit that update. But this is all first time setup. So once you set this up like this, you never have to do any of this again. If you want to upload episode 2, all you need to go is back to the sound up, add new, type in the title, episode 2, upload the file, and schedule it. That's it. Should take you less than a minute. So that's all first time set up, but if you want to change your description or any of that type of stuff, that's absolutely where you want to do it. So Amazon will probably continue to make updates and change things. I don't expect them to always keep it the same like that. Yeah, I probably should have warned people I'm coming back. So anyway, if you have any questions, leave a comment below. This is going to go in the group, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. Follow us. We're at SoundUp everywhere. If you have questions about what you want to do or what you can do or just need help just figuring that out, feel free to give us a shout, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.